Mastering workplace professionalism is essential for career advancement and building a stellar reputation. This presentation explores the key elements that drive professional success and how they can accelerate your career growth. Professionalism encompasses a set of behaviors, attitudes, and standards that align with workplace expectations. It's about adhering to company policies and core values, demonstrating consistency in attitude, maintaining appropriate appearance, conducting yourself with integrity, balancing confidence with humility. True professionalism goes beyond following rules, it's about embodying the values and standards that make organizations successful. Career advancement. Professionalism is often the deciding factor in promotion decisions. Managers look for team members who consistently demonstrate professional behavior when considering leadership roles. Trust building. Professional conduct builds trust with colleagues, supervisors, and clients. This trust opens doors to greater responsibility and opportunities. Workplace culture. Your professionalism contributes to a positive work environment, influencing others to raise their standards and creating a culture of excellence. Job security. Professionals who consistently meet or exceed expectations are valued assets to their organizations, providing greater stability during challenging times. Know your resources. Read and understand the employee handbook thoroughly. Familiarize yourself with ethics codes and conduct guidelines. Review department-specific procedures. Stay updated on policy changes. Understanding the why behind policies helps with compliance and demonstrates your commitment to organizational values. Why it matters. Following established procedures ensures legal compliance protects both you and the company. Consistency in service delivery and quality. Fairness in how situations are handled. Reduced risk and liability. Research your environment. Observe what successful people in your workplace wear. Different industries have different standards, from business formal to casual creative. Follow dress code policies. Understand written guidelines for your workplace. When in doubt, err on the side of more formal rather than too casual. Personal hygiene. Clean, well-groomed appearance shows respect for yourself and others. This includes regular bathing, dental hygiene, and appropriate grooming. Clothing maintenance. Ensure clothing is clean, wrinkle-free, and in good repair. Small details like loose threads or missing buttons can undermine your professional image. The professional's approach to time. Time management is one of the most visible indicators of professionalism. Consider these practices. Plan to arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. This buffer allows for unexpected delays and demonstrates your commitment. Schedule realistically. Account for travel time, preparation, and transitions between meetings. Set calendar reminders. Use technology to help you stay on track throughout the day. Communicate delays immediately. If you'll be late, inform affected parties as soon as possible. Time management impact. Research shows that consistent punctuality is associated with higher performance ratings and faster career advancement. Make thoughtful promises. Before committing, realistically assess what you can deliver. It's better to underpromise and overdeliver than the reverse. Track your commitments. Maintain a system to monitor what you've promised to others. This could be a task management app, calendar, or written log. Follow through consistently. Complete tasks as promised. Reliability builds trust and establishes your reputation as someone who can be counted on. Communicate proactively. If circumstances change, inform stakeholders immediately and propose alternative solutions. Consistently honoring commitments is one of the fastest ways to build professional credibility in any organization. Verbal communication. Speak clearly and at an appropriate volume. Organize thoughts before speaking. Use appropriate terminology for your audience. Avoid filler words, like, you know. Be concise, get to the point. Active listening. Focus completely on the speaker. Ask clarifying questions. Summarize what you've heard. Minimize distractions. Show engagement through body language. Professional communication builds bridges rather than barriers. It focuses on clarity, respect, and understanding, not just being heard. Email structure. Craft clear subject lines, use professional greetings, organize content into concise paragraphs, and include a professional signature with contact information. Writing quality. Always proofread for spelling and grammar errors. Use proper punctuation and capitalization, and avoid excessive formatting or emojis for a clean, professional look. Tone considerations. Match your message's formality to the context and relationship. Be mindful of how your words might be interpreted, avoiding sarcasm or emotional responses. Email audit tip. Before sending important messages, ask yourself, would I be comfortable if this email was forwarded to senior leadership or printed in a newspaper? If not, revise accordingly. Video meeting presence. Camera on when expected, unless explained otherwise. Professional or neutral background. Appropriate lighting, face clearly visible. Professional attire even at home. Audio etiquette. Test audio before important meetings. Mute when not speaking. Use headphones to minimize echo. Find quiet spaces for calls. Virtual engagement. Be fully present, avoid multitasking. Use chat features appropriately. Participate actively in discussions. Practice virtual meeting patience. Information management. Stay informed on company updates, industry trends, and team priorities. Knowledge makes you more valuable. Communication best practices. Respond to messages within 24 business hours. Use reply all sparingly and purposefully. Share information that benefits the team. Know when to use email versus chat versus meetings. Document decisions and action items. Ask questions that advance projects. Pro tip: create templates for common responses to save time while maintaining professionalism in routine communications. Identify problems. Develop a keen eye for issues before they become critical. Look for inefficiencies, potential bottlenecks, and emerging challenges. Propose solutions. Don't just highlight problems, bring thoughtful, actionable solutions to the table. Research options and think through implications. Offer help. When you see teammates struggling or overloaded, offer specific assistance rather than vague support. "I can review that document for you" is better than a "let me know if you need help." A proactive professional doesn't wait to be told what to do, they anticipate needs and take appropriate initiative while respecting boundaries and priorities. Shared spaces. Leave meeting rooms as you found them. Book rooms in advance for meetings. Respect quiet zones and collaborative areas. Return borrowed equipment promptly. Kitchen courtesy. Clean up after yourself immediately. Label personal food items. Avoid foods with strong odors. Replace items you finish, coffee, water, etc. Resource consideration. Use supplies responsibly. Report low inventory. Follow printing guidelines. Turn off equipment when not in use. The way you treat shared spaces reflects your respect for colleagues and the organization. Small courtesies build a positive workplace culture. Universal respect. Professionalism means treating everyone with equal courtesy, regardless of their role or status. This includes maintenance staff and executives alike, new employees and veterans, support staff and technical specialists, vendors and clients. Your treatment of others, especially those who cannot directly benefit your career, reveals your true character. Workplace toxicity to avoid. Gossip and rumor spreading. Offensive language or jokes. Exclusionary behaviors. Bullying or intimidation. Public criticism of colleagues. Noise awareness. Be mindful of your volume during calls and conversations. Use headphones for audio and find private spaces for longer discussions to avoid disturbing others. Personal space. Respect physical boundaries in shared workspaces. Knock before entering offices, avoid looking at others' screens, and maintain appropriate distance during conversations. Time boundaries. Respect colleagues' time by scheduling meetings efficiently, arriving prepared, and ending on time. Try to avoid last-minute meeting requests when possible. Empathetic communication. Consider others' perspectives, workloads, and priorities. Practice patience when answering questions and provide clear context when making requests. Mindfulness at work means being fully present and aware of how your actions affect others. This awareness is the foundation of truly professional behavior. Seeking constructive feedback. Ask specific questions: how could I improve my presentations, rather than how am I doing? Schedule regular check-ins with managers. Create a feedback circle with trusted peers. Listen without defensiveness. Take notes and reflect on patterns. Learning from mistakes. Acknowledge errors quickly and directly. Focus on solutions rather than excuses. Document lessons learned. Share insights that might help others. Growth mindset. Professionals who actively seek feedback and view mistakes as learning opportunities typically advance more quickly than those who avoid criticism. Address issues privately. Confront colleagues in private, not public settings. Schedule a private conversation or find a quiet space to discuss concerns respectfully. Focus on facts, not personalities. Describe specific behaviors or situations rather than character judgments. Use I statements to express your perspective without accusation. Listen to understand. Give others the opportunity to share their perspective without interruption. Seek to understand before being understood for effective resolution. Collaborate on solutions. Work together to find mutually beneficial resolutions. Focus on shared goals and common ground rather than winning the disagreement. Document and follow up. Summarize agreements and action steps. Check in later to ensure the resolution is working and the relationship is healing and stable. Lead through actions. Your behavior sets the standard for others, regardless of your formal title. Professional conduct is contagious and influential. Demonstrate ethical decision-making. Show grace under pressure. Acknowledge others' contributions. Take responsibility for outcomes. Maintain standards even when others don't. Example is not the main thing in influencing others. It is the only thing. Albert Schweitzer. When you consistently model professional standards, you elevate the performance of those around you and strengthen your organization's culture. Meeting preparation. Jane arrives 10 minutes early to every meeting with organized notes, having reviewed the agenda and prepared relevant questions. She sends thoughtful follow-ups with action items within hours. Impact. She's known as reliable and engaged, frequently chosen for cross-functional projects. Project leadership. Michael volunteered to lead a struggling project, created clear documentation, established realistic timelines, and provided weekly updates to stakeholders. Impact. The project succeeded, and Michael was promoted 6 months later. Conflict resolution. When two team members disagreed on approach, Samira facilitated a private discussion focused on business objectives rather than personal preferences. Impact. The team developed a stronger solution and improved their working relationship. Key principles of workplace professionalism. Consistency in behavior, appearance, and communication. Reliability in meeting commitments and deadlines. Respect for all colleagues and workplace standards. Continuous improvement through feedback and adaptation. Proactive problem-solving and initiative. Your professional development plan. Identify 2 specific professional habits to improve this week. Seek feedback from a trusted colleague or mentor. Utilize company resources for skill development. Schedule a quarterly self-assessment of your progress. Remember, professionalism is not about perfection but about consistent effort and improvement. Small daily actions build your professional reputation over time.